So I'm really excited about what's going to happen. And I think in the next 4 years will be the greatest money-making opportunity in our career. I have a lot of my deals that cash flowed structured at around 8%. They're still 10 caps because a lot of them are trailer parks. But if he drops those rates, I'm going to refi. Because most people are in a position where they have a 9-to-5, they've either watched HGTV or they've heard Robert Kiyosaki or they've heard me or Kenny Mack or anybody talk about the power of real estate. They want to get in. Well, the best way to get in.
Are you excited about the new regime coming?
Excited. I was doing everything in my power to push it to get to where it is, man. I voted for him in 2016. I said I've never been more proud of my country than that night in 2016. And today, standing here in 2024, not only am I proud, I'm excited.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the fact that not only did we get Trump in the White House, but we also took the House and the Senate. Normally there's bureaucracy. So the guy can want to do well all he wants, but then there's that back and forth and the lobbying. You give me this, I give you that. I think some things are going to get pushed through very solidly. I think that Donald Trump has the respect of foreign leaders. Everybody knows that he's not afraid to use the biggest stick that the world yields, and that is our military. Now, nobody wants to go to war.
Nobody wants to go to war.
But, you know, people talk as if the wars that we're in right now would be happening if he would have been in office, and I think that they wouldn't. A lot of times it's strength that can create peace, and I think he offers that. And another thing I think that he offers that is very different than most leaders is that he'll go sit down with them and say, hey, look, man, let's work this out. But he also leaves that tone of, I hope we can work it out, because if we can't, then I'm going to have to go ahead.
Hey, you know what it is.
Drop the boom.
You already know what it is.
I think he's great for it. I think his support is great. What he's put together with, you know, RFK and Vance, Elon and Ramaswamy, it's going to not only be good for the next 4 years, but I think there's going to be a legacy of handing it down, especially as we get rid of wokeism and that gets less and less popular. And those voices get more and more quiet, and we go to common sense and what works for everybody. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen. And I think in the next 4 years will be the greatest money-making opportunity in our careers.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. What are some things you're doing to place yourself in a position to succeed under the Trump administration?
Well, you know, I'm going to buy more real estate.
Buy more real estate, for sure. What is it about real estate that's so excited you now in particular?
Well, I think that the rates are going to drop, but I also believe that the tax laws are going to stay beneficial. So I catch the depreciation when I buy a property. So if we're making money in business 1, 2, and 3, and I buy real estate and the real estate cash flows, but also I get to do a cost segregation study that could give me a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 tax break. But if that passes my income from the property, I can take the remaining. Let's say I have a $700,000 tax break based off a cost depreciation study on a property, and that property cash flow $200,000. So $700,000 minus 200, so no taxes there. And I take that $500,000 and I put it on one of my other businesses or a collection of the other businesses on my personal tax return. So I get that tax break and pay $500,000 less in taxes on those other properties. So it offsets income, right?
Yeah.
That's just one way. You know, there's obviously the cash flow. There's obviously that the people that are getting up and going to work every day are paying your debt off. Yeah. And also inflation over time pays your debt off.
Yeah.
There are many, many ways that real estate can help you. And one of my favorite ways is actually depreciation, and it's free money. It's free money, man. So I love the business, but my background is construction real estate.
Yeah.
I'm doing this online thing, but you know, you got to stick to your roots sometimes. Yeah, sir. It's just in me, man. I was telling somebody the other day, it's like, I'm itching to go to a job site. Man, I might start building houses around here or something. Like, just do something just so I can pull up on a job and bullshit, put that over here, hit his ass, tell him to hit the fucking schedule, QC, safety. It's in me.
I can tell when because I've talked to you about real estate, or I've been around when you would talk to other people about real estate. I can tell you light up it. You get excited, man.
Yeah, man.
That's dope that you found something that you really love. And so you got real estate. What else you gonna be doing to take advantage?
Real estate, still construction.
That's your main business, right?
Yeah, those two businesses are my main businesses. But again, it goes back to, you should be operating as if the president's not in your favor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more of what I've been doing, But I think those efforts will yield more.
Yeah, it'll be more advantageous now.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to that. One thing I'm also looking forward to is that if he does in fact drop the rate, if the rates do come down, the old Jerome gets in there and he's like, hey, let's drop the rate.
Come on, Jay.
Well, I have a lot of my deals that cash flowed structured at around 8%. They're still 10 caps because a lot of them are trailer parks. But if he drops those rates, I'm going to refi. And that's really where I'm going to. So right now, let's say you have a property and it's cash flowing, and these are just going to be round numbers as an example. Let's say this cash flowing 20 grand a month. Well, that debt service, when you drop down a point or two, dude, that could go up another 5-10 grand. It's a major swing. People think it's just 1 point. Yeah, but it's 1 point on $5 million or just whatever it is, just using round numbers. And I'm really excited about that. Because I know I've been growing equity. I know people have been scared. The last couple of years have not been buying. I've been able to structure deals with some owner financing, raising money, creating a way to get creative and get these deals done when people are scared.
Yeah.
Because the rates are high, which means the price has to come down for me to be able to buy it. Sorry, Mr. Owner. Yeah. Or you could hold the financing for me IO for 5 years. Yeah. And I'm just waiting for it to drop to around, 6.5. Check out, pay them out. And then we just moving again, and your cash flow goes up. Yeah, it'll be things like that I'll do. Okay. I don't really like to brag about how much money I'm making on a deal. I feel like that, whatever. I like to brag about how I structured the deal to get it done.
Okay.
I think that's the beautiful part about real estate is that if you educate yourself enough on it, you can find all of these different ways to make a deal that might not would have worked just straight up work by getting creative around the financing, around the partnerships, around the capital stack and how you raise the money and make things happen that wouldn't otherwise happen.
How long you been doing real estate?
Real estate. So I bought my first property was a duplex. I bought it in 2014. Now it didn't come as a duplex. It came as a single family home that had this shed attached to it that the guy had built around it.
Yeah.
It had some tools and a big stack of Playboys in it, and it wasn't roughed in. So the first thing I did is I went in the back, busted a hole in the concrete, tied in a plumbing line to the trunk line of the house that went back to the city, built a little stand so I could put a toilet and a shower there, and I ripped all the appliances out of the main house. Put it in the back, got that thing rented. It rents for $950 right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll rent the front out. That house cash flows $800-900 a month.
Wow, you still own that?
Still own it. I got 3.6% interest on that house. I bought it at $165. It now appraises as well over $250, and they don't even know that it's a duplex.
Oh, really?
I bought one of those Airstreams and I put it in the backyard. Okay. I'm about to put an Airbnb back there. I'm gonna call it Glamping in the Hood because it's in one of those neighborhoods where it's like you see the yoga pants and the coffee shops, people walking and moving. It's like a garden district type neighborhood.
Okay.
And so people just love to be there. So I'm trying to squeeze every penny I can out of that bitch.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So I'm like, and I think that's what I like about real estate the most. I love to be creative and I like to treasure hunt.
Okay.
And I have a curiosity of how I can get things done where other people couldn't. I like to do that through competency because it makes me feel intelligent.
Right.
And I get to share the story and I get to share the knowledge. That's why we're pushing Allies so hard, man. These guys are joining Allies left and right on these wholesaling deals, and they're running their mailers, and sometimes they'll send something in and they're like, this deal doesn't work. And I'm like, hey, bro, that's a double lot. You could wholesale the house, subdivide it and build another one and make about 150 grand. And they're like, shit.
What is Allies?
Yeah, man. So Allies is where we're teaching guys. So in real estate, you got fast, medium, and slow money.
Okay.
Fast money is like flipping and wholesaling. Medium money would be like developing a single family home.
Okay.
And slow money is me buying apartment buildings and mobile home parks that over time make you very wealthy. But the fast money comes first because most people are in a position where they have a 9-to-5. They've either watched HGTV or they've heard Robert Kiyosaki or they've heard me or Kenny Mack or anybody talk about the power of real estate. They want to get in. Well, the best way to get in is to start small and grow into it. Now, I agree with Grant Cardone on buy 32 units. I get that. I'm with you, bro. No problem.
Yeah.
But in the beginning,
everybody ain't got 32 unit money.
They ain't got 32 unit money, but the way to get 32 unit money is to get some fast money. Flipping's great. Wholesaling is better. Reason is because when you flip a house, you get into construction, and construction is messy. Most people don't understand it and certainly don't know how to manage the contractor. I will be teaching construction at some point. But for now, if these guys can get in there and start making some fast money. Our average flip wholesale for the students is around 30, 40 grand a lick. So if you can just get one deal under your belt, taste that blood one time, it'll change your life and never go back. I never forget, man. I did a house. I must have been 26. I flipped this house. I didn't make a whole bunch of money. I must have made like 25 grand.
Yeah.
It changed me mentally. I'm like, man, I'll never work for anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't that hard. Put some bandit signs out. Talk to some people on the phone, get the sale, get the deal done. It changed me. And I just want as many people as possible, men or women, to taste that. Yeah. Taste that one time and think about how long you worked to get that deal done.
Yeah.
And then look at that check and then go to the bank, put that thing in your bank account. Feel that moment when that teller sees you put 40 grand in your bank account in one lick. Walk outside after that closing. Breathe that shit in, cowboy. Because that's just real. And it can be done again and again and again. And that's what Allies is about, is creating a system that if all they do is follow it, they will be successful. That's all they have to do is follow it.
Yeah.
Just don't quit. And eventually that phone is going to ring. Let's say it's 2 months in and you fuck around and make $30,000 to $50,000 and just sitting down at a table, signing something in some blue ink. It'll change how you think about the world.
Yo, that's awesome, man. How can people find out more information about that?
Hit me up on Instagram.
You know, Justin Waller, man. You guys know Justin.